Hello, my friends. I have another Homeworx candle review for you today. Just giving you a heads up, I am finally starting to get to the halfway burn point on a lot of what I would define as more spring candles. So I am hoping to have a lot more dedicated candle reviews coming down the pipeline for all of you. So yes, make sure you're subscribed if you want to know my thoughts about a couple of Bath & Body Works spring releases, Homeworx, Kringle, even a couple of Yankees. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. Yes, I am talking about Blueberry Lavender Cupcake. This is a standard 18 wick, or not 18 wick, my goodness, that would be quite a candle, wouldn't it? 18 ounce 4 wick standard sized jar that we have become accustomed to with Homeworx. Now, this specific candle was available on the Homeworx.shop website. It was also showing up, I believe, in a couple of discount retailers like TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods. Unfortunately, this exact vessel is no longer available online on the Homeworx.shop website. I honestly haven't even checked to see if it's showing up at Macy's, Nordstrom Rack. I'm trying to think of some other online retailers that carry Homeworx. But this is available in a set of 2 hobnail 18 ounce jars over at QVC. Now that set is currently on clearance for $37.98 plus $5.50 shipping. And I will go ahead and include a picture here so that way you can see what it looks like. But if after this review you are intrigued and want to purchase the fragrance, that is probably the best place to get this one. So yes, the fragrance notes on Blueberry Lavender Cupcake are wild blueberries, lavender sprigs, whipped buttercream frosting, and vanilla cupcake. Now, this specific candle was poured on September 9th of 2022. I am actually on probably what I would say the final, maybe I might have maybe 1 or 2 more burns out of this one. But what does my nose smell? Well, I talked about this briefly in one of my Saturday 6 videos. I want to say it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I described this fragrance as kind of a floral lavender, but it's not your typical spa-like lavender. I do get a little bit of hint of blueberry in here, but my nose predominantly picks up on a lavender note in here. Now, I don't want that to scare you off because like I said, it's not like a spa-like lavender. It's a floral lavender to me. So this doesn't scream, hey, I need to light this up because I need to relax or want to go to bed. This is actually a very pretty scent to my nose. Now, on that Saturday 6 video, I had talked about this candle when it was released. That was way back, I want to say maybe in late November. You guys know I'm a seasonal burner. I was not going to start burning this candle in November or December. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do that. And honestly, I couldn't even break it out until, well, early February because I'm just seasonal like that. But what I will say is that when this candle was released, or when they were teasing it, Harry and his wife Laura, if you are new to Homeworx, Harry Slatkin is the founder, and his wife Laura also has a fragrance company, Nest Fragrances. And they were doing an Instagram live, and they had asked Laura what her favorite fragrance was of all of the upcoming releases, and she said it was this one. And you know what? I thought that it was just so perfect because Laura Slatkin's aesthetic is very much what I would describe in my mind as a classic New York City, just a very sophisticated type of woman. Her style, if you've ever seen her, she's very much in the vein of like classic Jackie O. I'm trying to think somebody else who would be in there. Audrey Hepburn, just a very well put together woman. My friend Melanie likes to call it fancy lady. You know, she looks like she lives in a fancy lady apartment. And this scent, I think, actually complements the vibe, I would say, that I get from Laura Slatkin. When I smell this, I do envision a very, not gaudy, definitely not, but just a very well decorated in a classic feminine style New York City apartment. That's just what I think of when I smell this. It's actually very nice. Now, I would not classify this as a gourmand fragrance to my nose. There is a little bit of sweetness, I would say, from maybe that whipped buttercream frosting accord, but lavender is still what is dominant to me, but the blueberry mixed in there tames down, I guess, what you would say would be that spa-like or overly floral note of lavender. So that's what my nose smells. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. This one has actually been performing quite well for me. The wicks on this were about a medium-sized thickness. I did not really have any issues with huge carbon balls or the wicks falling over or moving on me. Now remember, this is now a September pour date. Last summer, the pours were a little bit rough. But I think that this is the point where they were really trying to get a handle on some of the issues last year that Homeworx was having with their candles. And I think that this was one of the ones that was pretty successful. I had no issues with getting the wax to pool out. I typically burn my candles for a 3-hour window on this. I can push this sometimes to about 3.5 hours. The strength and throw on this one, I would give this a good solid 7. So it's up there with, you know, it's getting medium. It's like on the higher end of what I would describe as a medium throw. Now for some background for why I'm giving it that level of strength, my friend Melanie was just talking about in a recent video about, should I do the numbering system or should I just do low, medium, high? And I had told her that my personal opinion is that I think it's just more important for us to give a little bit of background about the environment that I am burning a candle in, and then let you decide from there. You know, you can, because if you have a 5,000 square foot house, your opinion of a candle might be a little bit different than mine. So I live in a 1,700 square foot single story open concept home. I also live in a relatively, well, it's warmer than most people in the winter time, but I live in Arizona, which is a very dry climate. We have had a lot of rain. Normally by this time of year, I have windows open, but it's still been pretty cold. I think finally this week we're gonna be able to start opening up some windows. But just giving you kind of some background as to the environment that I am burning this in. I typically will burn my candles in my living room, which is behind the candle here. My living room does have very high ceilings. It is also the largest room in my house. So I will typically burn a candle not only in there, but then I will also move it into my master bedroom, which is then having some lower ceilings and a closed concept. And then that way I can kind of gauge how strong a candle really is, because you know, it's going to probably perform a little bit differently in a larger open concept room than it will in a closed concept. So after burning it in both places, my conclusion is that this is about a 7. It's nice enough to be pleasant. People can smell it when they come into my home. It smells a little bit stronger in my bedroom. This has also been a very nice complementary scent to some other more spring-like candles here. I would really recommend this scent if you are somebody that doesn't like something that is too heady of a floral, but you just want something that smells pretty, fresh, but not in like a cleaner fresh way, or not like a fresh cotton type of way, not like that at all, but it just has a very, very pretty scent to it. Now, with that being said, I am not clamoring to get more. I'm not even sure that I would possibly repurchase this candle just because I like the scent, but it's not one that I would say that I love, like that I just need this in backup. But you know what? All of us have different scent preferences, and if you do, like I said, that QVC special is pretty good, especially if you can get it on a free shipping weekend, which QVC seems to run that at least once a month. So those are my thoughts on this candle. Let me know in the comment box down below if you picked this one up and what your experience has been with it. I personally have really enjoyed burning this alongside, well, when it was, well, it never burned well for me, but a fragrance that this one was nice alongside is like Limoncello Cupcake. I've also been burning this in my bedroom while I have been burning, this is a spoiler alert for my Bath & Body Works haul that will be going up later on this week, the Lavender and Espresso candle that Bath & Body Works just recently came out with. I've been burning that in the living room and then this one in my bedroom. And they're just nice complementary scents as you're going from room to room. But yeah, that's just my little suggestion there if you are somebody that likes to burn different scents in different rooms. Don't forget, if you like this video, to please hit that thumbs up button, and you are always welcome to leave a respectful comment down below chiming in about your experience with this candle. I want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. Subscribe if you are new, and also thank you if you are a returning viewer. I know that oftentimes I focus on subscribing if you're new, but I also just want to extend a Thank you very much to those of you who come back and watch my videos over and over again. It truly does mean a lot to me. And I just want to say that I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.